What's going on, everybody? My name is Desiree.
I'm RJ.
Gerald.
I'm Jay.
I'm Dr. J.
And since we are nearing the end of March, we are highlighting Women's History Month, specifically women in film, TV, movies, you name it. And so to open this up, my first question is for y'all. Who is your most influential or even favorite actress of all time?
Yikes, that's loaded.
Cat Graham.
Whew. Huh?
Cat Graham. Immediately Cat Graham.
Immediately.
No other actress in the world. Cat Graham.
Wow.
Wow.
Viola Davis.
Okay. Oh,
So I don't know that I have a all-time favorite, man. That's a pretty big vast category. I always date myself when I talk about this kind of stuff, mainly because I've seen certain things that just like always resonate in my brain.
Cicely Tyson.
We dang near close. I was actually about to say Pam Grier.
Love it.
And the reason why is because it's like she was a pioneer for exactly what she did. You know, she was doing martial arts like in her films and stuff. You know, so she had a lot of reach in what she did. You know, so I respect what she. You know, a lot of the barriers she broke down, not only for women, but also just for like action drama, the action genre, when you pretty much only having men do that kind of stuff what she was doing. You know,
right. For me, I would probably say of today, Viola Davis, especially as a dark-skinned actress. I feel like she is getting those roles that you have yet to see. I mean, she has something coming out on Amazon Prime, I believe, as well. Where she's doing yeah, exactly. Yeah. She's doing like an action. Is it a show or a movie? I forgot.
I think it's a movie.
A movie, okay. Yeah. And so
if I had to say recent, I would say probably Angela Bassett, probably.
She's another one too.
Yeah, if we were just gonna go recent,
yeah. Dr. J, did you say yours? I don't think so.
No, I didn't say mine there. I was thinking when you said Angela Bassett, I feel like someone who has range but is oftentimes overlooked is Octavia Spencer.
Ooh.
Oh.
Very much so.
So true.
Yeah.
I immediately think of.
Yeah, I mean, she's really good. She just doesn't fit certain things sometimes. The way people see her. So
yeah. You mean physically? I get you. I get what you're saying.
Well, they try to kind of typecast her certain ways, or push her in a certain types of corners.
Mm-hmm.
But really,
I think that's all women really get put into a box of what they can and can't do. Like Megan Fox will only ever be casted in certain roles. Same thing with Megan Good. Like when you have a certain aesthetic, you're but typically you end up playing the same kind of role over and over and over, which is unfortunate. But like you said, Octavia Spencer has the range, but we've only ever seen her in certain roles because they won't allow her to step outside that box.
I feel like additionally her roles like kind of give me the ick. I like the movies, but her roles give me the ick. Like Ma, I thought it was a movie, but the premise, I'm just like outcast in school who didn't get no play, grew up, and she's hosting house parties for these people's kids.
But they did a good job explaining it psychologically, though,
They did with the ketamine, all that.
Yeah.
It just gave people ideas. But when I think about like people like, for example, I'm not sure if y'all mentioned her, Gabrielle Union.
No.
I feel like they drop her in any role and she basically flourishes. Like she does tons of roles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And she's well versed because I think I would use the term she's like a chameleon because she has a look, but she can do so many things. Up to like she can toe the line on like being that toxic woman, but she can also be super loving. She can be she can do the action. She can really be stuck. I just saw her. I was watching somebody do a first watch of Deliver Us from Eva, and I was cracking
That was
up.
good. That was really good.
So cold-blooded in that movie. Like I was, I didn't realize I was afraid watching her when she would come on screen because I was like, she tell me to do something to do it.
Yeah.
You know?
But I love how she was humbled though. Like LL Cool J played his
yeah.
role like
That was
10 out of 10.
yeah.
He played his role of Ray. I mean, I feel like he was the perfect balance for her in that movie. And I feel like it's one of those classics, like with her in Deliver Us from Eva, and then why am I forgetting the name? Y'all know what I'm talking about. The Clovers.
Bring it on.
Yeah. But I feel like those are like classics that people can't miss.
Yeah, definitely. I think an actress that's always pretty much highlighted, and I think she was highlighted throughout her whole career, was Meryl Streep. But I think that she definitely does deserve the title of one of the best actresses just based on her range alone.
I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah.
But even in the same vein as like a Meryl Streep, you even talk about somebody like freaking she was just in that one in that crazy movie
Glenn Close.
Glenn Close.
Yeah.
Glenn Close is
She probably hands down, I kid you not, if you guys haven't seen it, she probably had hands down one of the best series that I've ever seen in my life called Damages. It was I want to say it was either FX or one of those channels. But she played like this top dog attorney, and she had this like kind of underling chick that her husband, the lady's husband, gets killed. And I mean, when I tell you that was probably one of the best shows I've ever seen, and Glenn Close played that role like to a T.
Yeah.
You know who also was very underrated, but recently they kind of blew up in the past couple of years. Kerry Washington. And now y'all probably gonna like laugh at my favorite role ever is Chanel from Save the Last Dance.
Oh,
really?
Yes. I can't stand her ass on the way she played my brother. Like, I don't know, it's just funny to me. I like everything about that role.
That's crazy because most people's like thought of Kerry Washington is Scandal.
Yeah.
Because she really stood out.
Yeah.
And she was a lead in that. I think before then she did really well with, the roles that she played in some films, but I think Scandal was her big, like that was her big one.
Yeah.
My best mashup. I was like, I feel like the best mashup ever was when they did How to Get Away with Murder and Scandal mashup for the Supreme Court case.
Yes.
Mashup.
Right. That's crazy.
When they're in the hair salon, just
she pulled her broke ass up on the megabus.
They were reading each other from filth. I really enjoyed that. I never thought that would happen.
And it's weird because like I could watch Scandal, but something about it I just couldn't really dive into it. And so like I've seen it up until a certain point, and I've seen bits and pieces, but it's I don't know, something about like a good like chick flick that like kind of like gets me like, yeah, okay, I could do it. It's like Mean Girls for some reason. That's a movie that I can quote like from start to finish.
That's a classic. That'll never get old.
Yeah.
Like
what are some classic like women-led films that y'all like?
Legally Blonde.
Yeah,
I love that one.
Yeah.
One and two. I've seen both a couple times. Yeah.
Reese Witherspoon was cold blooded. I wish like heck that. I mean, she did. I think she did well in this recent movie, but the movie was terrible. It just wouldn't stop.
Movie?
I was like, the one she just did with Will Ferrell, I think Cordially Invited.
Oh my God, I hated that.
It would not stop. I was like, my wife said, did this
I
movie?
thought it was never going to end. It just kept getting
That's exactly what my wife said. She was like,
what left?
We were watching it, and she was like, how long is this movie? I said like an hour and 47 minutes. She said, are you sure? I kept looking at the time.
Taking the time.
I was like, this movie feels like it is 4 hours long.
I promise. I was like, okay, yeah, it's almost over. And then I checked, and it was like an hour left. I was like, oh, there's no way.
Dang.
When they got the last 20 minutes felt like 2 hours. I kid you not. Yeah. It was so many things that happened in the last 20 minutes of that movie And I was just like, yeah, I'm
And not
so
in a way
happy.
where you're like, oh, okay, great. This is all like, can y'all hurry up? Like that's where I was
Mhm.
at.
Well, I'm
Ooh.
happy I just waited for it to come out because I had a screener for it, and then I just, for whatever reason, I just didn't watch it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, it'll be out in 2 days anyway. So, because had I watched it with the screener, I would have turned it off. I'd have been like, oh no,
Like it's not worth it. A classic for me would be, I don't know, a Tomb Raider comes to mind. Angelina Jolie.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when I was young, I was a tomboy. I had a big brother. Well, I have a big brother, a little sister. I was the one who played dirty. I was the one who always wanted to play with his friends. And, I never wanted to wear dresses and all of that. And when I first saw Angelina Jolie, I was like, man, first I knew I wanted to be an actress. Second, I knew I had to play a role like that, like one day in life.
Yeah.
She really set the tone for me, as well as her video games. So, or the video games. So that's definitely a classic for me.
So, so I want to play a game now. We're gonna play One Gotta Go.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we got Devil Wears Prada, Mean Girls, Clueless, and Legally Blonde. One Gotta Go.
Clueless.
Oh, I was about to say Clueless. I love Clueless though. Like I used to be a big Stacey Dash fan.
Yeah.
Until recent day, but I would say it have to be Clueless. If that's the order, Clueless for sure.
Okay, well let's take out Clueless and put in Bridesmaids.
Oh, why'd you do that?
Oh,
I ain't taking Bridesmaids out.
No.
I'm not.
I can live without Legally Blonde.
Legally Blonde?
I think so too. Yeah, I agree with Jay.
Out of those, okay, I can see that because it's the least funniest out of all of them, really.
Yeah, you're going up against.
Is it the least funniest? Because I don't know. Like every time I cackle watching Legally Blonde, I'm like, how she figured out the case. She's like, hold on, your hair, you wash your hair after the perm? Right.
Don't be as dumb in your last season brothers as me.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I just don't see it beating Mean Girls though. I don't.
Yeah, you can't take
Mean
it. You can't
Girls
take
is...
out Bridesmaids. That's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So,
Mean Girls, it doesn't get old. Like I think I can't even say how many times I've watched it, but it's like anytime you put it on, it's like that may be Lindsay Lohan's best film.
Yeah.
Next to the one where she played herself twice. What was it? Where she was a twin?
Parent
Trap.
Parent Trap.
I just watched it yesterday.
Really? Wait, which streaming platform is it on?
Random. It was the most random. I think I can't remember where I pulled it up. I was just BSing around and ran across it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So many times.
Yeah.
That was a really good category. Like, woof. Yeah, Mean Girls and Bridesmaids, definitely. Now, The Devil Wears Prada was so good. That would be hard to get rid of as well.
I'm taking Mean Girls over Devil Wears Prada.
I think so too. It hurts to say.
It was Disney Plus.
Okay. So let me say this. So you say you're taking Mean Girls over Devil Wears Prada. Now, I put off watching that Devil Wears Prada for so long. Like I just watched that like maybe a month ago, and like I
for the first time.
So long.
It happens. Prada. It's
I put it off for so long, but like it was so funny. Like the little catty humor to me is like hilarious. Like making her do all this ridiculous stuff and her, dressing up and changing who she was. Like I feel like the story is. I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm older. I feel like I could relate to Devil Wears Prada more than like the high school stuff. Maybe that's why like I connect to it a little more.
Right. Yeah.
Like, because I deal with more adult Mean Girls than high school Mean Girls,
Yeah. No, definitely. I remember the dang monologue from the show when she read her for filth as far as what she was wearing and everything. I bet you every actor who's had to audition probably knows that monologue, like by heart.
So, question: if we're talking animated, women-led movies, TV shows, who would be in the top spot for y'all? Animated.
Regina King. Regina King.
Okay.
Oh, Boondock.
Yeah,
I was about to
I was
say
like, wait, what'd she do?
For
she did the
me,
whole thing.
right? For me, I'm like, first off, I probably didn't even find out that she was voicing the characters until like the third season.
Really?
Because I didn't do any research when I was watching stuff back then. I'm just watching it.
Yeah,
It was funny. I'm just
It's
watching
like,
it.
this is
So
funny.
when I was like, wait a minute, somebody was like, that's crazy, Regina King doing. I said, what? What do you mean she's doing all the voices? She ain't doing all these. I was like, man, come on, get out of here. I started researching. I was like, whoa.
So for me, Gerald, for me, it's Kim Whitley in Black Dynamite. As
Okay.
Honeybee.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I'm trying to think. I'm Googling.
Yeah,
That's a
I'm
good
same
one.
here because I'm like,
Boondocks was such a good answer. I wasn't even thinking about Boondocks, even though it's women led because of
Yeah.
Regina, like the characters, because they're male. But I feel like that's probably in my top 2 favorite animated.
Yeah, I know Alicia Keys is supposed to do one of the voices, right?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was supposed to play like Huey, or I can't remember, but yeah. And then they were saying that, oh yeah, Alicia's gonna come in and it was good, bro. Alicia's gonna come in and do one of the things, and Regina was like, I can do both, and they just let her do both.
And did.
Yeah.
She did though.
Yeah.
And
Which that works. I mean, because you literally playing off of yourself. So if you get to play off of yourself, that's a lot easier to do than having to have a certain chemistry with another, voice.
Yeah.
I wish it would come back, but I feel like because of John Witherspoon, it'll never come back. But I'm like, you could bring it back without Granddad. Come on now, you could bring it back, but
man, there's a lot
They
of
could get his son to play him, right?
but there's a lot of there's a lot of these voice actors that can do. I mean, I don't know that you necessarily want to bring somebody in to mimic his voice, but I mean, you talk about somebody like, somebody like Jay Farrow or something to come in and just could do something along those lines. But
but I thought his son was wanting to reprise the role, and there was a whole like thing back and forth about it, and they ended up scrapping the whole deal.
Oh, wow.
I did see that on social that his son wanted to do it, but I feel like his son isn't him at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even know who his son was. So I feel like some of these things, especially like a Boondocks, I don't think, as much as I would like a new season, I don't think it could be easily recasted like other shows that they just switch out the characters and then keep it moving.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, I have one. For me, I'm gonna say Kyla Pratt as Penny Proud.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got to take it back.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
It's a classic.
Definitely.
It's a classic.
Now you got me thinking Kim Possible.
Yes, Christy Carlson Romano. I actually
Yeah.
saw her. I didn't get a chance to meet her. She was like 2 feet away from me, but yeah, I was like, oh my God. I was starstruck, and I normally don't, but I was like, Christy Carlson, my childhood. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, because if we're talking about like animated, like I'm a Disney fanatic. So I'm thinking about Mulan, still one of my favorite movies. Encanto, still one of my favorite movies.
Moana, definitely.
Moana.
Yeah.
And
we don't
The
talk about
Incredibles.
Meredith enough from Brave.
Oh, I know. She gets no love.
Nobody talks about her ever. No one says nothing about her ever.
Right.
Anika Nani Rose.
Yes.
Oh, Tiana. Yep.
Yeah. That's true.
I was mad when they scrapped her Disney Plus show. They was going to give Tiana a series, and they scrapped it.
Yeah. Was there a reason for that?
Yeah. No.
Okay, well, we know then. Okay.
Yeah, we know. Yeah.
I'm sorry, my hat is covering my eyes. That was a look.
Oh,
we know.
Did you guys watch the PJs?
Yeah.
No, I hated that show.
Really, I loved it.
I've never seen
But
it.
we kind of talked about that a little bit. But
Yeah,
that man was actually decent, man.
RJ, you just hurt my feelings just now.
Nah, bro, I can't. That shit made me nauseous. Like I wanted to throw up when it came on. Like,
oh man,
like, it gives me the same uneasy feeling I get when I see Bob's Burgers. Like I just be like, whoa.
PJs to me was a classic. I never missed an episode.
Yeah, I remember I told y'all I quit the Girl Scouts. Me and my sister quit the Girl Scouts just because our meetings were the same time as the dang show. So my mom made us choose. We chose the
Not that she made y'all choose.
Yeah.
Right.
Y'all chose the PJs.
We were like 8 and 9.
That show is not for kids, by the way.
It really ain't.
No.
Y'all should have been tying knots and starting fires.
Right.
Starting fires? That's even worse.
Y'all should be earning patches and stuff, and y'all over here watching the PJs.
We ain't no Sid Phillips now. Okay. We weren't no bad little kids. Oh my God. Yeah.
You know what was low-key funny though? Like another like girl power show is Powerpuff Girls. My favorite episode was when Buttercup found out
sociopaths.
Like when she found out about the tooth fairy.
Yeah.
And, like she was going around knocking everybody's teeth out. And they caught up with her and they jumped her and they knocked her damn teeth out, and she had the dentist still all her teeth going and cracked.
My God. I was so in love with the
Power. And I still have their she's watching the PJs.
Hey, them mugs on every corner, like they on the block slanging dope.
You would
right now, I'm like, hey man, I'm good. I went to the other door to get away from y'all, and y'all at this door too.
At the other door,
yeah,
they got all interested. They're like, "Where's Desiree? She's supposed to have the south entrance."
No, I'm watching the PJs. Count me out, okay? We did take some cookies though. Dinner.
I feel like I gotta try to watch one. I've never seen it. I'm like, I gotta find an episode.
Wait, you never seen what? Wait. What you never seen?
PJs? The PJs. I've never seen
okay, you can't watch just one though, because you might accidentally watch something and be like, okay, I can't do this, and kind of find out.
You're right. That do sound like me. Yeah. Desiree, direct me to the best episode they got. Put the best episode they got on the floor. Direct me to it, and I'll do that one.
Honestly, it's been some years for me. I think it was good for the time that it came out. I don't know if it would be now.
I'll find you an episode.
Okay. Let me tell you, Jay is like the encyclopedia for movies, TV, and whatever it is.
Yeah.
G2. You name a genre, he can send you like 5 movies or shows in that genre.
Yeah.
No, it's the questions for me. He'll be like, "Do you like this?
Right.
Okay. I got the perfect thing, and I love it. Okay."
Yeah. That man is chat GPT of movies.
You might have to create your own app or something.
Jay be like, "Hey, accept this challenge. Would you rather?"
Right. He's like,
and sometimes I'll be at work like, I didn't think about that. Okay. Just let me think about that for a second.
He get your wheels turning.
Yeah.
I'll make questions easy for y'all. I gotta make it fun and
right.
Love it.
It works though. Whatever those what are security questions or whatever we want to say. Because when he asks you like mayonnaise, I got the perfect movie for you. Don't worry.
Oh my
God. Hey, exactly. The kids of the movies, that man drop.
I'm telling you, you need your own app. You know, people would appreciate that. Just answer a couple questions.
There's an idea.
10 to 15 movies. Mm-hmm. People would love that. They don't even have to ever think about what to watch on any streaming platform.
Jay's his own algorithm.
If you like this, Jay suggests you watch this.
You watch this.
Exactly.
If you're an Aquarius, here's a list.
You like, Pisces season just passed? Don't worry. I got the perfect movies for you to end the season.
Yep.
I got some movies lined up for you, March babies.
Oh, see? It's further proving the point. I love it.
Tell you.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of women actresses in animated series and such, I think Cree Summers, as Jay mentioned initially, is someone to acknowledge because we grew up with that woman. Literally grew up with her. She was in so much. And so
Cree Summers is in pretty much almost every animated show that you've seen in your childhood.
You're not joking.
If you saw something, she was probably in it.
I'm looking at her wiki now. Our animated roles go from 1983.
God, all the way up to 2000 and whatever.
With 2025, actually, she got something coming up.
Oh,
That
She's
sounds
still
right.
going at it. Yeah.
I love that she's
Going
still
at
booked
she's
and
yeah,
busy.
she's
going.
Yeah. And
It's
yet she's so
crazy.
underrated. Like people
She's
know of her, but she deserves so much more.
she's credited for a different world most of the time, but I feel like because people don't know the catalog of things that she did outside of like a different
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And I compared to the voiceovers that she did, everything like that, a different world, which is my favorite show of all time,
But
doesn't even touch on her range
Mhm.
of
right.
anything.
Yeah.
She did a different world for fun almost compared to everything else.
Yeah, right. God, let me look at Ben 10,
But like
Allen
it's
Chronicles.
but let's be real, but let's be realistic. Susie Carmichael is probably
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
like
she
one
used
of
to get Angelica, and I'm like, get her.
Nah, she used to be cooking Angelica every chance she got.
Yeah.
Like Angelica never stood a chance.
well,
Yeah.
that was Angelica's like intellectual match.
Yeah.
Because
He met her
she was murdering them babies. Like, come on.
She was
Listen,
a baby
They
psychopath.
didn't even know what the heck she was talking
Bro.
about at the time. She was
and
like,
she would be
"No,
lying
baby."
the whole time. And she
Yeah.
would be like, that's not how that worked.
Right.
Angelica, that's not nice.
Yep.
I'm like,
So,
get her.
RJ,
Susan.
I know
But
you're a
you
big
know-
fan of the Young Justice series, like me. She's done like I think like 3-4 voices in that show.
Mm.
In like the early seasons and like in the later seasons of Young Justice.
Ooh, do you know who she voiced?
I'm looking at Aqua Girl and
It was Delphis Dolphin, and then she was I think she was Zatanna.
Ooh,
Rocket.
She was Rocket. Yeah.
Yeah.
She like 3 voices.
God, I know her wiki doesn't list everything either.
you got to go to her.
I forgot she was Keita in Atlantis.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot. Yeah.
I forgot she voices somebody a character in American Dad.
Oh,
And
She has like an extra part in that, right?
yeah, she's not like the main character, but
Wait, is it American Dad or is it? No, it's not Family Guy. I would have known if it was Family Guy.
Mm-hmm.
she's in.
American Dad is that other.
She did.
Drawn Together, Catwoman on DC Showcase.
Yeah, so Drawn Together, she was actually the black character. The young lady that wore. Yeah, there we go.
wow.
God, her thing is her resume is long.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's wild because like you'll be watching some and she'll pop up and you automatically like just kind of sit up because you know who it is.
You know her.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know her.
Like, oh, that's great.
Code name Kids Next Door.
Yep.
Like, immediately, I was like,
Five.
that's Cree Summers.
God.
She's done stuff like she did Wonder Woman Bloodlines. She did BoJack Horseman, Voltron.
Wait, she was in That's Told by Ginger? Wait, Miranda.
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she was. She
was Miranda. Damn, I don't know.
And Recess.
I'm like, she was in everything. I see her Clifford the Big Red Dog.
Yep, she was the purple
and I
dog.
love Bambi.
Yep.
The Patrick Star Show. I didn't even know she was in that.
Yeah.
I didn't know she was in Goofy movie. Who did she play in?
Who did she play? Did she play?
She plays a little Pete's daughter.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that makes sense. But I don't remember Pete's daughter being in a Goofy movie. I know that she was in the show.
She was in there for like a second.
Part, yeah.
In the beginning.
My Life as a Teenage Robot. I remember she was the one of the antagonists.
Yep, Care Bears movie.
Yep.
Man, whoa, this is taking me back.
She's done a lot of video game stuff too.
Damn, I didn't even factor in the video game stuff.
She's done some Star Wars stuff. She's done stuff for like Spider-Man games. She's done Ultimate Spider-Man, Batman.
Oh dang.
Rick and Morty. Damn.
Diablo.
She could retire if she wanted to.
At this point,
that's her passion right there. Though.
Yeah. She's in everything. She's in like almost all these games, all the Batman shows. She's in What's that one? Yeah, the Rugrats All Grown Up. My gym partner's a monkey.
I hated that show.
Inspector Gadget. Wow.
He's a Spiral, Mass Effect.
Friday, the animated series.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in a lot.
We've been doing her big one forever.
Yeah.
Do y'all remember My Life as a Teenage Robot?
Yes. Well,
Yeah. Yep, that was mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, yeah.
The Final Destination trailer. Terrified. So probably I'm probably gonna wait.
I saw it earlier. It's ridiculous.
Rest in peace, Tony Todd.
Yeah.
Man, but I'm not gonna lie. He looked sick in that trailer.
Yeah.
He was thin.
It saddened my heart. Yeah. But yeah. I don't know, it just speaks to how versatile Cree Summers is as an artist, as an actress. You can tell she enjoys like the work that she does. She's friends with Lisa Bonet. Even her personality, the way she dresses, like she's like, I don't know how to describe. There's some hippie in there, I guess, but I love that. She's just
She did.
Oh, she won an NAACP award for Susie Carmichael.
She did.
As she should. As she should.
As she should.
As she should.
Good for her.
Even Gucci made a song about Susie Carmichael. Come on now.
I didn't know.
I didn't know that.
What you didn't know? You didn't know Gucci made a song?
No, not about her.
Susie Carmichael. Yeah, my name is Susie. You never heard it?
No,
I don't think so. I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'm gonna have to send y'all the link because she the only Rugrat with a Gucci Mane song, so I don't know.
Wow,
I've never heard of it.
What?
And she only 55 years old. My gosh, get it, girl.
She's gonna be around for a while doing.
Yeah.
Even though she could retire at this point.
Right.
Well, see, but she's doing one of the things that some people don't think about when it comes to acting. She's doing voice, so what she looks like is irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so she's able to decide what she want to do. You know, and how long she want to do it.
She's a veteran actress.
Yeah.
You know,
what I like about her too is she doesn't play like the ghetto loud whatever all the time. Like, of course she has characters that are like but then she also has like characters that are like regular. And so I appreciate the fact that she just doesn't fall into a stereotypical role, because a lot of times when they find that you can do that kind of stuff, you'll be typecast and be put in the same thing over and over and over. But I love that she is really versatile in her voice acting. She's not just one way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's definitely not a one-trick pony. Yeah.
Man.
Like her aesthetic her aesthetic gives bohemian chic, lives off the grid, eats plant-based foods. That's the aesthetic I get for Cree Summers. It definitely doesn't give the opposite.
Occasional insure.
Because like that's what I hated about I don't know if you guys remember the show American Dragon, Jake Long.
Yeah, I loved it.
I hated the black female character because she was always like, nah, Trixie don't play it. And it's like
it was very caricature. It was definitely like a minstrel show, and I didn't really like that.
I hated
characters because they did that.
Even as a kid, I knew it was like playing on stereotypes, and I'm like, bro, like y'all, don't do that. It just got worse and worse and worse to me.
When you're a kid, you still notice, you get a feeling because you're a black child. You still know you're not dumb because it's just inherently in you to know that doesn't feel right.
It was super microaggressive, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Yeah, no, definitely. But they are luckily evolving a lot of the characters, making them more natural. More natural sounding, I would say.
I think with female leads, female actresses, female characters in general, I feel like we're heading towards something, a little different with a little more depth to where like they can pass the lamp test. You guys know what the lamp test is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so a lot of times, back in the day, you could replace a female character with a lamp and it wouldn't matter, to the storyline. But now I feel like I say even as probably when I was in high school when Columbiana came out, I feel like that's kind of when they were starting to really like give women like these strong action, versatile roles.
No. Ooh, Columbiana. I forgot about that one.
Yeah, that was my
Me
movie.
too. I remember I took like the Greyhound home one time from college back home because my parents didn't want to come pick me up, and they played Columbiana on repeat for 15 hours.
You're like, ain't another DVD in this bus?
It wasn't.
Yeah, nobody got a DVD.
Like, I got some in my backpack. I need y'all to put that on there.
Listen, they replayed. It was the only DVD they had, and at that point, I was like, I think after the third time, I'm like, I think I like this movie a little bit.
Yeah, I think I like it now. By the fifth time. That is
at that point.
Mm-mm. I mean, even watching Zoe Saldana go from those type of roles to, the roles that she had, or the role that she has in Marvel as well.
Oh yeah.
She did real good. She's really good in Lioness, though. Honestly,
I need to check that one out.
She's really good
on TikTok on that, and that it makes me want to watch it.
She's really good in that. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Honestly, I think Zoe's range was shown a lot in that Netflix series that she did from scratch. Have y'all seen it?
I didn't finish it, but it was pretty.
When I say I cried every single episode, like every episode, from scratch on Netflix. It came out 2-3 years ago. Like it went viral on social, but I cried every episode. Every episode, as soon as it starts, I'm boohoo crying. I'm like, oh my god, this is so real. But I think that really showed like her full range in that. I'm surprised y'all haven't heard of it. Okay.
And I just never finished. I don't know why. Was it boring?
It's not boring. It's a.
Is it lovey-dovey?
It's 100%.
That's probably why I was like,
I'm with that too.
Yeah, it's probably like, Next.
Ooh, you know who else I really love? Kate Beckinsale, Underworld.
Yeah.
Masterful.
Yeah.
I love vampires as it is. So she is just.
I don't think I saw the last Underworld. I don't think I see it. Sorry.
I think it's on Max or Hulu.
What was it called? It wasn't Rise of the Lycans.
I think it was Blood War.
Hey, Des, tell them who you really love, though.
Wait, what do you mean?
Tell them who you really love, besides Kate Beckinsale.
Rise of the Lycans was the third.
Was it?
Yep.
Wait, so, I don't know, Jay.
I'm gonna tell people. So Des, one of her favorite actors, one of my favorite actresses, actually, in a movie I really enjoyed was Eva Green in 300 Rise of the Empire.
Yeah, I love Eva.
Okay.
Yeah, and she's really good in Penny Dreadful too. That's a show that kind of flew under the radar, but it's really good.
Wait, Penny Dreadful.
Yeah, I was like, I haven't heard of that one. I got
you gotta prepare yourself for that one, boy.
Yeah, you watched it too, Gerald? It's one of my favorites. It can get
good
deep.
though. It's good, but
it has everything you could want in it.
Wait a minute, this looks good. Hold on, wait.
It's good. It's good.
Wait a minute, where is this playing at? Hold on.
On Hulu.
I think it's on Star. Was it on Hulu? Star.
Yeah,
it was Showtime when it first came out.
Oh
Wait
man.
A minute now. Okay.
I'm telling you. You're gonna
Penny Dreadful is really good.
I might have to check that out.
Something we mentioned about Zoe Saldana, I was gonna say, in terms of her and like Halle Berry, I really love how they do get a lot of action roles as Black women, Black people, but I do also want to see more dark-skinned women get more action roles and strictly action too. I mean, because I feel like that yes, we have seen a lot of women in action movies, but I still feel like there's like a small amount of that, and I want to see more. And you can do so many things with it. But again, like representation matters. I feel like Halle Berry and Zoe those two have been the face of like action movies for Black women representation. I feel like there needs to be more than just Taraji P. Henson being in that, terrible
Proud Mary.
Yeah, and it's not.
Come on, that was a replay.
That movie was terrible, but it's not her fault by any means.
Yeah.
It's just the writing. But again, I think I want to see more Black, dark skin, brown skin women in those roles.
Yeah,
she was better. She was better in the Person of Interest series when it came to action.
Oh, okay. Did her character die in that?
No, they just kind of like stopped. It was weird. They just kind of stopped in the middle of the show because it was her and Jim Caviezel were in that, and it's just like I don't know if people just stopped watching it, but it was. I think it went for like 3, maybe 4 seasons or something like that. But it was, I enjoyed it, and I was happy that you did have a black woman lead that had a little bit of moxie, but still was, there was some action and stuff in there, every episode too.
Yeah. And if anything, I feel like Black Panther, when that came out, that should have really jump started a lot of like black actresses getting into those action.
But I wonder, my question to that though is, I wonder how many of like more of our more seasoned or top tier actresses really want to get into those roles, like for real, like other than just getting a check and going through the motions. Like, do they really want to get into that?
Well, that was the next part I was gonna say is that I mean, not every person will want to do that, but for those women who would love to do those type of roles, I would love to see more action films like that.
Well, until that, I say, hey, I mean, with acting, there's a lot of roles that sometimes, even starting out from the beginning in your career, you have to do that you don't necessarily want to. Now, they may be in a position to do any role that they want. If you want your career to flourish, it's best to learn almost damn near everything. That's what these other actors are doing. Come on, we can't be doing comedy all the time, and everything's not always funny and laughing at our tragedy,
That's why some struggle to break that, or that's why some get stuck typecast as certain types of characters. Golly. So I've been struggling to watch it because I love the original, but I mean, I've been watching Suits LA. It is not great to me, but I do like the fact that they're really honing into the Hollywood aspect. Like they're basically whatever attorneys where they are talking to talent and all that stuff. And they actually had my man from The Office, Kevin. They had him on the episode trying to break into like more serious roles. So they had Patton Oswalt come in there and talk to him about transitioning from just being a comedic actor.
That shit was so funny.
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
how they tricked him, because the attorney, she tricked him basically. She's savvy as heck though. But that's what I think happens a lot with some of these folks is they just get stuck in that lane, and then you need somebody with you need somebody with big boobs. Oh, here's the Rolodex. Let's get her.
We need somebody pretty to get her. Yeah,
right.
Like one thing I will say is, and I'm probably gonna like be sick for saying this, but one person who I can honestly say who will just do anything is Jennifer Lopez. Like, she don't care what it is, even if she's not good at it, she's gonna try it.
She does. But you know what? It advances the career, and I think
it does.
It's a business, and sometimes you can't go based on how you feel. You got to be like, what's the next move to get me to where I want to be? Yeah. Learn from other actors and where they are in their career, and I think we need to do that.
And she does a good job of that. Like, I think that she's not scared, and I think that's important. And her upward mobility in her career, you can tell like she's just like, I've never done like an action film before, but let me go ahead and get this, training out the way, and like, or even if she tries to do a drama, she always tries her best.
I actually do like her as an actress. I will say that. I do. I think she has range.
Hustlers, she did good in Hustlers. I don't know why she thought she was going to win an award off of that, but she did.
She did do. Yeah, Hustlers was good. Definitely not award winning in my opinion, but I watch it on replay.
Yeah.
Enough probably was more so award winning in my opinion.
Yeah. Honestly, that's the reason why I learned to navigate my house in the dark.
You never.
That's the reason why. Yeah.
For me, Monster-in-Law is my favorite. I have that one on.
Monster-in-Law really. Made in Manhattan is also good.
Yeah.
She's done quite a few. I mean,
Anaconda, she was good in that.
Oh I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I think. I mean, don't get me wrong. She's a good actress. I think she has range as far as like her drama and stuff. And she's in a couple of comedy films, but I think she really stood out in the movie Enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
And Jersey
Oh.
Girl, of course, stuff like that.
You
Mm,
know
okay.
who is the queen of I'll do whatever?
Who?
Queen Latifah.
Yes.
That
Love her
woman got it.
down.
Listen, I love Queen Latifah. Like, I will fight somebody for saying something bad about Queen Latifah.
You're not
Like,
gonna find anything.
Listen,
I
You're not gonna say
love it.
anything bad about the queen.
No,
Shoot,
me
you
and
won't
Queen
even
Latifah got the same birthday. That's my girl. I
have
love
to
her.
fight. She'll do it. She'll literally
she'll
do it.
do it, but she won't run though. You seen them clips of the Equalizer where she about to run and the camera cut?
The camera.
Hey, they be doing all kind of strategic editing in that show. I've watched every episode except the last 3, I think.
Mhm.
And the editing
edit
in
the
that
hell
is
out of that.
they edit everything, man. I'm
You be
like, how many
and then
times y'all gonna
next
show me her
cutaway.
stunt double?
Yeah,
Yeah. I've
Jay,
only
you have the
watched
same birthday as Queen Latifah, Jay?
that's
Mhm.
funny.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
Pisces twin. We got the same birthday.
That's dope.
nice.
But
Yeah.
one thing I can
Play.
say though about Queen Latifah though, she has been able to reinvent herself. She's
Mhm.
also been able to be such an influence in the hip hop game, all the way into acting and
Yeah.
singing and being, a social activist and things like that. Like,
Broadway.
oh my gosh, yeah,
Yeah.
she
She's a
can
household
flat
name
out
at this
sing. Now,
point.
I didn't care for her performance at the Grammys personally. I didn't like really a lot of people's performances at the Grammy, but she sang. She was singing like it was all these different women singing different parts of something. I can't remember what it was, but I didn't care for that. But I can definitely tell you. I mean, obviously, I was still a little kid. Y'all was still out in the ether somewhere.
They had to write my name.
They
But
should have left us there, man.
I just remember seeing her rap she was one of the first, her MC Light, like some of the first female artists to just be dead out in front center, just rapping their tails off. She actually was the person who put together the farewell show for Arsenio Hall.
Okay.
Oh.
I did hear that. Yeah.
Yep.
It's like funny to me. You made a good point. You said she's rebranded herself, and she's done such a good job of rebranding herself. Like when you go on like TikTok and when she's trending for Equalizer and stuff like that, like people will be in the comments saying like, "Did y'all know she used to be a rapper?" And I'm like, "What?
That's Gen Z.
Like, what?
That's Gen Z in the comments. Must be.
Yeah, that has to be.
Gen Z and
Yeah,
they don't
because
know.
they don't know.
They don't know.
Correct.
They only see us when they see us, and that's
They think.
But I mean,
that's
that's also no context and no research.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we're in we have so much technology at our fingertips, yet we still the dumbest we've ever been.
Yeah, I agree. And that's the problem, Gerald, is that people don't want to research things like that. Or, we say when we come from an interesting time. And I mean, of course, people younger than us for the most part don't know. But even then, still, it just takes 1 second to look, be like, yeah,
it does.
Yeah, she's a rapper.
I know life before cell phones.
Yeah. One thing I really love about her, though, I feel like she has found the perfect balance between stardom and family, because the two do not intersect when it comes to her. No. We know she has a partner and we see her out with her, but apart from that, when it comes to children, it does not intersect.
Yeah. She won't, because she don't engage. She don't engage.
Yeah.
When they try to talk to her about it, she was like, "That's for me. That's for me to talk about."
And I love
if I
that,
decide
though.
to. And she never do. She always say, "I'll talk to you about it tomorrow," and never get to it.
But I love that.
The media has a respect for her, where like they'll ask but they won't pry. Whereas like
they know she won't engage.
Exactly. But with other people, they'll ask and they'll pry. And
it got really tight. It got really tight during when that Chicago was really big. And they really were on her about it, because there was a couple of scenes that was a little, and so they were trying to get her, and she was just like, "No, that's just part of that's part of what we do for the movie." Like
she said she's a celebrity, not the kids.
Correct.
So.
Oh, and her role in Set It Off.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
No one's touching
Yeah.
that. Okay, that
Nobody.
movie in general is just.
I mean, Queen Latifah, we could go down the list
Yeah.
of movies she has. Like,
Well, let's do this. What's your favorite Queen Latifah movie?
Bringing Down the House.
I knew you were gonna say it. I knew it.
Yeah, that one is good. I'm sorry.
okay,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorites too.
But like I said, even though she's been in those like earlier movies where it was like kind of like comedy, she's done so many things too. But now I love her. Like you guys mentioned, her transition to like she's more serious, and those cuts, Gerald, man, they be doing her justice.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what?
Mine is Last Holiday.
Last Holiday's good.
Yeah.
Last Holiday's good. Mine's is between. I was gonna say Just Right. I love Just Right.
That's right.
I watched
like
it
that
a
one.
couple weeks ago. Yeah, Just Right is.
Ooh, Girls Trip. Yeah.
Girls Trip is
Oh,
good.
I was Girls Trip. Yeah.
Girls Trip is funny.
Mm-hmm.
She
Beauty
played
Shop.
an AIDS patient in
Yeah.
one movie. I
Beauty
forgot.
Shop.
She does some good ones though. Honestly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. What was that Denzel movie she was in?
Bone Collector.
Yes. Thank you. With
That's one of my
Angelina Jolie.
favorite movies.
Isn't that one of the rare ones she died in? Because like after that, I think she had like a clause in her contract where she can't die anymore.
Did she?
Yeah, she put it in her contract where she can't die. And
Oh yeah,
I like that though.
she's like
Yeah.
Dwayne Johnson now.
Yeah, she can't be killed because she said, "With this sequel, now I'm dead. I can't come back."
Yeah. You gotta
Top
be
security, I-
business minded right there.
Yeah.
Oh, RJ, shout out to Queen Latifah too for doing voiceovers in the Ice Age movies.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing another Ice Age too, I think.
They better bring her back.
Yeah, because in the studio come back or something like that, or they
Mhm.
something like that.
Yeah,
Something like that.
this is the 5th one, I think.
Yeah, T Way got a good point. You're right about that. She was a second choice, but I guess for me, I guess for me, I still love the concept of the movie, but I feel like if she was the first choice, it would be no plot to come back around.
That's a good point. Yeah, I kind of like that she was kind of like that because you got to see more of her character.
Mhm.
Had like these different not points of views, but I guess just like a different personality and how she was so structured and like in this position that she was in. She had a job and she was just very. She wanted to be loved. And I feel
I
like
forgot she was in Scary Movie 3 too. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Damn, Queen Latifah
Movies are hilarious.
She's been in a lot of stuff, man.
Oh wait, you know what my favorite Queen Latifah scene is though? The opening to Taxi, where she's on that damn bike and she's doing all of those tricks.
Oh, I gotta do a rewatch now.
It's like, look at that Queen. Y'all know there ain't no damn Queen Latifah on that bike.
That was forced. It was forced.
I just love. I don't know why it always made me laugh. Was the when they were doing the promos for it, the TV spots and the shit, and they'd always obviously cut it off because it's on real TV, and they'd be like, "Buckle up, mother," and then it just.
Oh gosh. Okay, RJ, do you want to talk about Miss Cat Graham?
Yes. Okay.
Look at him. Look.
Listen, man. You cannot talk about her if you haven't seen the movie.
He got to sit up.
So before you answer, RJ, did you guys work it out? By the way,
listen, I'm still upset with her for being in that Tyler Perry movie. What I did was I told her use the card, get a room for the night, and we'll talk about this.
Is that bad?
Yeah, she knows how I feel about Tyler Perry, and we talked about it before she took the role, and I said, Catherine, if you take that role, Katarina, if you take that role, Katarina, like that's gonna put a damper on us. And she was like, my career comes first. It was bad. It wasn't good. And
but
I'm sorry
did that go into the joint account or not?
Yeah. Well, I'm not on her account but she on my accounts, but I'm not on her. She said her money is her money, which I understand. Do your thing. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. She called my mom, and my mom tried to explain to me that she has to make a living. This is her dream, and I can't be stopping her from all of that. So we're gonna talk about that this weekend. We're just taking some space from each other. Like, I haven't seen Duplicity yet. I don't know if I'm gonna see it. She's not taking my calls because she heard what I said. We'll see. We'll see.
T-Way, just letting you know it's not a delusion. This is real life, actually.
God, don't gas him. Don't gas him.
I'm sorry, RJ, that happened to you. I
I
really
know. I'm sorry
understand.
too. I'm sorry
Oh
too.
my
You were so good. And the thing is, like, she told me she was doing a Vampire Diaries reunion, and that's why she was gone for those 3 days to film the whole Tyler Perry thing. And so,
3 days.
yeah, because you know Tyler Perry quick, they film in 3 days. So she
You
was
right.
gone saying she was doing a little quick Vampire Diaries reunion, and then I see the damn ad for Duplicity, and I'm like, yo, explain this.
Explain it.
I can't. I'm trying to keep a straight face, but yeah, I'm like, explain this, Katarina, and she couldn't. So
Nah, she don't go back to Enzo. You better quit playing.
Right. That's her long lost true love. Oh, I'm
Listen,
sorry.
but I love Kat Graham, man. Anything she's in, like I have a policy. I gotta go back and watch it. I'm not a Christmas person, but I even watched the Operation Christmas drop on Netflix because she was in it.
I love that movie actually.
Yeah,
I thought it was really good.
I liked it. It was Kat Graham. Of course, it was good.
Oh my, okay. Over.
Of course, it was good. Only one movie I did not care for her in was Honey 2.
I actually like that.
I was just about to ask you about that.
I just didn't like everybody else.
Go back and watch it. The accent drops. Like the first 40 minutes, she has like a New York up north accent, and then she drops it halfway through, and then she's just talking regular.
Oh,
it threw me off.
Dang,
that's crazy.
Now, Honey,
you said she can't keep up with it.
I used to rewatch Honey like crazy as a kid. There was a period where I wanted to be a dancer, and so I know all the steps to this day, like all the dance. I used to love me some Honey. Oh my gosh,
Honey was good. I think Honey, like the 2000s dance crazy movies, are always gonna hit.
Oh yeah.
Did you like her in Parent Trap?
She had a small role.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like a little small role. Yeah,
real small. Like I said, I've gone back. Like when I find out she's in something, I go back and watch it. Like when I found out she was in Lizzie McGuire, I went back and I watched. I love Kat Graham. Anything she's in, she gonna get the credit. Now, all
but
eyes
not
on
Duplicity.
Y'all don't understand. It's
that's
hard.
a soft spot for him. That's a soft spot.
The relationship's
Hard for
complicated
me.
right now.
Yeah, you do anything for love. What's the
Oh.
problem?
I don't know.
What you gonna do for love, bro? What you gonna do?
It's Kat, but it's also Tyler. I don't know.
You worried about the wrong person.
Yeah,
You need
you better get straight.
We will not speak that name on the live. It's TV.
Duplicity was good. I don't know. I know.
Was it good or was it like church auntie good?
I told you we might be debating.
I haven't seen it yet.
It wasn't terrible. It wasn't a fall from grace. Terrible.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
15 minutes. I knew exactly what the problem was.
I mean, I did too. It wasn't a secret.
It was hard to watch because I was sitting there saying, why are they putting me through this when we clearly know who the issue is? She doing all this fake mad, being fake mad. I like literally was like, why are you fronting? Jumped out that window. I was like, I know exactly who that is. Like, come on, this is crazy. Like, it was too obvious. I'm telling you, this is TP. I'm covering up my test, and all the answers wrong. Like, they just wrong.
I will agree.
No, go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say with that thing, I will agree with, but sometimes I don't know if it's because I watch so much TVs and movies that
That's
when I see some plots, I'm like, oh, I already know what's about to happen. But within the first 30 seconds, they kind of give away the end with the voice on the phone. I'm like, wait a minute. I know this ain't insert name on the phone.
Yeah, and that's what I'm sitting there like. Why would you do
here's
that?
my issue with Tyler Perry and people's like thinking like, oh, this is good. I think people think because a plot is crazy and has twists and turns that it's a good plot, and that's
even
not
have a real twist and turn.
Yeah, that's not. Or if it's crazy or wild or out there, it's like, yeah, it's different, but is it good?
It wasn't terrible. Like, if I was to compare it to some of the other movies, like, it wasn't a bad movie. Now, like G said, we could both agree on the fact that a 2-year-old probably could figure out the plot like immediately. Like, it wasn't hard to figure out what was gonna happen. It's like 1 + 1 made 2 immediately. It was just like there wasn't a lot of layering in the plot. It wasn't a lot of twists and turns. It was kind of like, clearly this is what's happening. I'm like, but
I listen. Hand to God, I take no pay to give that man notes when he's writing a movie, when he's writing something. I take zero pay just to say, hey man, let me help you. I take zero pay because here's the thing: if you're the only one telling the story, and you're asking people to believe this story, but you're the only one who's acting like nobody else is smart enough to figure it out, and then you come back and you exposition us to death and literally close every loop one by one, I'm gonna eye roll. My eyes are gonna be stuck in the back of my head because of how you're doing me at the end of this movie. You can't give me every movie can't end with a voiceover from the news telling you everything that happened. Every movie cannot end. But you can't do that. You cannot do that. But he's that formula is stale. It's
to be fair with Gerald's saying, I do agree with that because honestly, if I'm watching these movies, and especially Tyler Perry does have a habit of doing that, where he has this climate of certain movies that he puts in, and then like every single time, it's like the climate never changes. You have the same thing that you're putting out, is that the little news, voiceover and all that. But not even just that too. I mean, I agree with that. But I feel like that some of the messages and lines are just kind of corny sometimes, and the way the deliverance. It's not the actor's fault, but I feel like it's so stale, and I feel like it's some of the stories like basic.
Well, if everything is, you wait for the next person to say their line, like there's never any like the arguments aren't arguments. Everything sounds like soap opera. It's like you're waiting for me to finish my line, so now you can say your line, as opposed to sometimes there's going to be overlap if somebody's mad at somebody, and somebody's going to say something like that conversation she had with that white lady. That conversation she had with that white lady was terrible. That lady literally said 2 times at the beginning and at the end, "I'll call the police."
Sure did.
And I was like, "What is happening right now?"
But he has a script problem, and he also has a dialogue problem. And script and dialogue are not like interchangeable. And I think that's the problem. There's they need dialogue coaching on set.
There's no dialogue because he's the everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Gerald summed it up, because I think he summed it up well by saying that, hey, you have a lot of other people. Like, you don't have to be the only one writing this stuff, because you have to have other people's perspectives and angles. Because I feel like the thing with him, he doesn't have a feel for, like, he doesn't feel for some of his characters. I feel like if this is strictly a bad guy and this is a good guy, but like there has to be some kind of like connection to both, because you have to feel for all the characters. You can't just necessarily be like, oh yeah, this is just the bad guy, because there's still like a layer to those characters. And I feel like those characters just don't have layers, as Gerald was mentioning. They're just have these stale conversations like they're stick figures or something.
Yeah. And I agree with all of that. Like, so bottom line is like, Katarina, come home.
You said all that to say.
Katarina, come home.
She ain't coming home after this.
So RJ, I have a serious question for you. Did you take the Johnson family vacation with Kat Graham?
We go everywhere together.
Back in 2004. Okay.
Yeah, we go everywhere together. That's kind of relationship we have.
When she move around, he's staying there.
Oh, you're staying? Okay, that's why I didn't see him.
He just take the PlayStation. He take the PlayStation with him.
Yeah.
So is the relationship a secret, or she just don't like people in her business?
We don't know. Sometimes. I mean, she did run off and get married before.
Okay.
He said no.
Oh my God.
She ran off and get married one time before, but we got past it.
I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know what the vibe was.
I mean, she be embarrassing me, but that's life.
Oh my God.
So that's why you weren't in the movie, right? Johnson Family Vacation.
That's why I wasn't at the premiere. All right.
This has to be the first part of this live when you edit it, by the way.
But you were invited to the premiere? Katarina invited you.
They invited per se. I knew
you heard about it.
I knew where she was going, but she just, I zipped the dress up, and
What's happening?
Like the hell?
Everybody gets embarrassed by their significant other every now and then. It just might happens a lot more.
I can agree.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
It
I wish y'all
happens.
the best.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
I do wish you the best, RJ. I hope
Yeah,
that she
we
can come
appreciate it.
and I hope both of you can come and figure everything out.
You know, I
Matter of
hope. I
fact,
mean,
get
there's only,
Katarina down on the live one day.
I'm gonna have to. You know, there's only enough money in the card for one more night. So if she plan on using her money, that's fine. But that card they about to kick her ass out that hotel room if she try to fight that card for one night. So we'll see.
Oh my God.
Come
There's
on,
money
baby.
on the card for one more night. It's crazy work.
Come home, baby.
Well,
And
yeah.
Steam.
So
oh man.
bottom line is women in film, you know, are important. And as you can see, we talked a long time about that. I'm pretty sure we could keep going for another hour, but alas, we have to get out of here. I got to clean when Katarina comes home. Laundry, dishes, none of that's done. And so when she comes home, I want her to come home to a clean house.
Hey RJ,
So-
make sure right now, so you don't. I'm just helping you out. Make sure so you don't get yelled at by her.
Yeah.
Make sure you take that damn turkey out of the fridge.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that now. Yeah, I'm gonna have to clean
Turkey.
everything
Because
out.
you will get cussed out.
Yeah, she won't curse
Trust me, I know how it goes.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna put gas in the car and all of that so that she don't gotta worry. So
That whole turkey at 9
All of that.
p.m. All
Listen.
right, then.
listen, you gotta do it. Happy wife, happy life. But yeah. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Going forward, we're gonna have some giveaways. We have Last of Us coming up. So tell your friends, tell your family to join us. We'll be covering that live as it's airing, and we're gonna do a little watch along party. We have gift cards and merchandise and popcorn buckets and just a lot of fun stuff for you guys. So be sure to tune in. We're gonna be doing Tuesday lives and Sunday lives as far as some pre-recorded, as well as some pre-recorded stuff too. So tap that like, hit that notification bell. That way you stay up to date with everything we have going on. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Later days.